Daily Forex, this is Chris taking a look at the US dollar against the Mexican peso. The US dollar has been back and forth against the Mexican peso during most of the session here on Monday as we continue to bounce around just below the 19 pesos level. With that being the case, it is a market that I think you need to watch very closely in this area, mainly due to the fact that we had sold off drastically, and I think we just do a slow grind lower. The market had recently seen the so-called death cross when the 50-day EMA breaks down below the 200-day EMA. But I think that we are getting a little overdone. So a short-term bounce is possible. And I think you had seen that on Friday, but those rallies probably get sold into due to the uh, positive swap going short in this pair. Keep in mind that the United States, of course, is going to continue to determine where we go next, in the sense that if the U.S. economy is doing fairly well, then you have a situation where market participants will be looking at whether or not the Mexicans can send their goods into the United States. Mexicans are by far the biggest exporters to the U.S., and that, of course, means there's a symbiotic relationship between the two economies. If we break down below the 18.79 level, then I think we see a move down to the 18.6 level. That would be a continuation, and while I certainly would expect that sooner or later, I don't think we're going to see some massive move unless it is a shock to the system and something that has to do with maybe some of the war headlines or those types of things where you might see the US dollar get a little bit of a safety bid. That being said, though, even on Friday, it was only somewhat limited against the Mexican peso, which of course makes a lot of sense. Mexico has nothing to do with the Middle East.